Hello and welcome to Rainy Day Crafting. Okay, you know I'm always sort of keeping my little bits and pieces, what's left over. When I've mucked up a card, these are the textured cards, I then use, oh, that's a plain one, I then keep a box with all my bits and pieces in. Anyway, I'm going to use one of these Sizzix, which is a daisy doily. I haven't actually got the cover for this. I think it might be one I bought wherever anyway. But it's really rather lovely. So this is quite a quick little card with a nice sentiment. And I'm going to put best wishes today, tomorrow and always, which is rather lovely, isn't it? Sort of says it all. And then just a bit of that. So with no ado, let's get on. All I need is literally my Big Shot. And you can do a few layers at a time. I just need the two. This is all I need. One of those. Oh, got some. I lasted my. So all I do, pop them onto there. Yeah. Pop that on there. Hold them down, and oops, a bit tough. There we go. I'll just bring it back the other way, which just makes it much easier for this. You could do quite a few layers in one go if you want to. Ta-da! So, if you wanted to, you could how easy is that? I'll still keep those bits and pieces for something. No, they're probably all there's a lot in there. I'll have to poke it out at a later date because there's quite a few in there. I don't think that particularly affect the cutting, but you don't want them too full with all these. If you then, for example, used some of your other colours, you know, coloured card on there, you could then paper piece. That's just the one that's just literally plain. And these, see, this is quite a thick card. I think it's one there. There might be two actually, because sometimes they squish them. No, I think it's one. Yeah, it's really lovely card. And another one. Another one in there. Yeah. So there we have. Just into the bin. I told you this was going to be a quick card. Like I say, I don't know whether you can still buy this. This is a Sizzix Big's Daisy Doily. All right. So, which actually makes me think I've got doilies in my kitchen cupboard. So I might do something with doilies at some point too. So because it's the textured card, I'm going to use textured card again. Look at that. Simple, isn't it? But really, really effective. Okay, so what I want to now do is print up on this. This one comes from Craft Stash, I believe. Card Making Magic. I try and sort of keep them in a lot of their sort of where they were, because, and I just store them. Oops, stuck on there. Oh. I've used that Love You loads. Okay, this one's probably not been off here yet, so be a bit gentle when you peel them off, because there you go. Now, will that fit in now? I would do this first before I popped it, stuck it onto the card. Oh, look at that. You'd think it was, you'd think that was made for this card, wouldn't you? Now, I still like, sometimes I do it in different colours, but I think I really do still like the black embossing powder that I use. So I just want to show you as well, if you then put, I don't know, some other different card behind it, because you could cut it out again, same shape, or use a die that, and you know, look, that can, I just want to show you first how it can be quite a simple, okay, this isn't wide enough, is it? But if that was now underneath there, that on that card is really quite effective too. But anyway, for what we're doing now, I'm doing it this way. Oh, I just wanted to show you, like, this is some that I've stamped earlier. I do lots of sort of stamping and things, and quite nice, isn't it? So, you know, whatever background you can use if you want, all you've got to do is cut that slightly smaller than that, and it's done. But I like this sort of real sort of clean look to cards. Anyway, let's have a little look. Let's just move this here. I'm hoping that this one will be all right. I think I might have used it before, actually, because it looks like it's got some ink in it. So what I first of all do is pop it on my stamping block. If you're not au fait with keeping it on a use one of the, you know, the pad, you know what I mean, the stamping platforms. But I'm going to do this and hope it's okay, because it's on a nice sort of hard surface too. So again, I will be using my Versamark. There are others on the market, but I've found that of the ones I've had, I like this the best. So pop it just in the right place. Hold it there for a second or two. Lovely. So now, with my, that was beside me earlier when I tried to do this before, I haven't no time for myself as such, but this is a very quick little card to be put together. You know, so if you're in that situation where you think, oh, I've got to do a card and I haven't got much time, this is one you could easily do. Now for the magic. You want the card to warp, so sometimes pop in that underneath. There you go. Perfect. A little bit of a, like a feather though. It's not, it's obviously something off the card. So now, how simple is this? Again, make sure you get it in the right place. If you wanted to, you could raise that up, but I think this time I'm just going to literally just turn that over, pop some tape on. I've cleaned my sticky scissors. Thank goodness, you probably say. And maybe just a little bit in there, of a smaller size. These Sizzix Bigs, I have got quite a lot, but what is so wonderful about them is you can use them for materials and all sorts of other things, so they're quite multifunctional. One. Hey, this seems to, I wonder if this other one, I might be getting a bit old, but I won't get rid of it because I just think, well, once it's gone, but I just need to make sure I use it up. It definitely seems to be a little bit more of a humbug getting off the card. Maybe I should be using it up on the cards. I'm not filming. Anyway, here we go. Again, put this So it's exactly where you want it, nice and central to the card. Just want to be careful that I don't muck that up. This is right. There we go. Might just have to put a little bit of the sticky specks underneath there. It might be when I then did the best wishes on there, sometimes that warps the card just a little bit. Now just for that finishing touch, really quite simple. One on there. One on there. Like I say, where that's just rose up a little bit, pop that in there. And again here. And there we have a seriously simple card, but I think seriously effective. And it's one of those cards that if you haven't got much time, okay, you might not have, you might not have this, you might have some of the other ones. But also, if I now want to do a bit of a batch, few cards, different colours maybe, really easy to do. So what I tend to then do, if I now didn't use these now straight away, I would store them behind this with that in an envelope so they're ready for the next time. So thank you very much for joining me. If you are enjoying what I'm doing, because it's for ideas sometimes as much as anything, please push that subscribe button, which doesn't cost you a penny to do. And if you like any of these videos in particular and want to sort of have a go yourself, do something similar or whatever, if you just push the like button, it then holds the card that you're then watching that you liked in particular. It holds it in your little library so you can go back to it at any time, so as opposed to maybe trawling through. Okay, many thanks till the next time. Cheers.